Joining us now with Reaction Research Fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Antoni. The breaking news is that we actually are already topping $1 trillion in interest on the debt. If people know that, if they follow you on X.
Exactly, Dagan. And what's happening here is the Wall Street Journal, frankly, is falling for a trick by the CBO where they just look at net interest. In other words, it's the amount that we spend on the debt, but then the Treasury subtracts out any interest income that they have. So it's not the real amount. We crossed this threshold months ago, and the Treasury's own documents prove that. In fact, the Bureau of Economic Analysis also shows that, because in the last GDP report, the amount we're spending on the debt, if you annualize that, sure enough, it's also over $1 trillion. So the problem is much worse than people realize, and it's getting even worse very fast.
EJ, this is a hard political problem because, big, tough decisions have to be made. And a lot of us have been talking about, the sky's going to fall at 10 trillion, then 20 trillion, and then 30 trillion. Now we're at 34 trillion, and the sky hasn't fallen yet. And so there doesn't seem to be a real political effort and push to get the debt under control. But at one point, I have to imagine the music's going to stop. The debt is going to consume us, yes?
Exactly, Sean, 100%. And, frankly, I think conservatives have really lost a lot of credibility on this issue because for essentially 4 decades, they have been shouting exactly what you said, the sky is falling. And they essentially put up these imaginary thresholds, whether it was a percent of GDP or, dollars per year spending on interest, whatever the case may be. And the fact of the matter is the point of no return has proven different for different countries at different points in time around the world. So there's no way to know where exactly that point of no return is, but we are certainly headed in the wrong direction. To put this in perspective, I think to kind of help with the messaging here, I want everyone to take a look at their pay stub from last month and look at how much they paid in federal income taxes. It took 40% of all personal income taxes just to pay the interest on the debt. No roads, no schools, no bridges, no airports. Interest on the debt.
And when you put it in the perspective of we are already spending more on the interest than we spend on defense, and then defense hawks cry to the moon and the sun and Pluto that we need to spend more, well, it's a national security issue. That's what it is. And just because it isn't tangible and you can't taste it and see it and smell it and hear it, it doesn't mean that it isn't happening. But we could talk about, you'll come back and we'll talk about this over and over again until somebody wakes up. But we want to turn to this. The big climate push that we've seen in the financial world might have finally been getting a much needed pushback. JP Morgan, State Street, and even BlackRock all peeling back from a group called Climate Action 100+, which calls itself a global investor initiative on climate change. Take that, ESG. EJ, they're worried about the legal implications and the political implications, right?
Oh, absolutely, Dagan. I think that's 100% correct. And, a lot of fund managers are waking up to the fact that these so-called green energy investments, or really anything that has to do with ESG or DEI, whatever the case may be, pick another silly 3-letter acronym that just stands for radical leftism. What you find is that these things are not good for business. They are not profitable. If they were, people would be doing them already. So the fact is, when you force these upon companies, you lower profitability, you lower returns on investments, and people cannot recommend these things to clients in good conscience. They are failing in their duties as fiduciaries if they do. And as shareholders revolt against these things, fund managers are seeing the light and they're realizing they have to divest themselves of these ridiculous ventures.
And they all three made the action on the same day. They all wanted to embrace and hold hands as they jumped away from these climate crazies. EJ, Antoni, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.